Looking at now is business. If you go through there, you'll see the business centre, which needs to be up and running to function a country, to sponsor. We need work, we need jobs, we need employment, which depicts it in this section here. And farming, you know, what a wonderful country we have. The minerals out there. We must try and get ourselves self-sufficient in a very short space of time. And there's a section there that depicts the farming. And of course, hospitals. We need hospitals for, you know, for all sorts, but real hospitals where people can go, you know, and be treated and get their drugs free, not have to buy them on, you know, could we think of a health service? We want the UK work into a national health service. That'd be a fantastic thing. And, you know, I'm sure that the world would help on that. Education, schools, universities, you know, all genders to be taught various languages and never forget your history. Don't forget where you come from, because you will go forward. Don't just be a clone of the Western world. Get your own identity for your own education. Yellow is to come home. That's symbolic. Come home. In American philosophy is that when people went to war, they would tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. There's a song. Tie a yellow ribbon around the old oak tree. That's welcoming the people back from war. And the ones that don't come back, that's symbolic of that. Let's get our young men back. This is a water pipe. We need fresh water on tap. We need to get fresh water, drinking water, stop the famine. Get some desalination plants out there in the sea, pumping. You border a wonderful, wonderful ocean. Let's get some plants. It's only infrastructure, it's only money. Get there, get the infrastructure where you can turn a tap on and get fresh water, which every man deserves. And transport, a good transport system where you can move goods in and out. You know, your road, your aircrafts, your boats, your ports, a good infrastructure to move your goods that you're going to grow, you're going to make, you're going to farm, your business, you want to get to the rest of the world. And you want to import from the rest of the world. These railings, it's brutal what it says, it's justice. You know, justice for good people. Good people should never feel in fear. They should have protection from the law, your laws that are going to be, you know, you feel safe in your bed at night. Not only is that painting there, you've got peace, equality, education, technology, healthcare, agriculture and fishing. The basics of life. And I think that, you know, Mogadishu fisherman depicts all that. If we could get back, this man is symbolic, you will claim your inheritance back to Mogadishu and your Somalia by this man. I'd like to call it a lucky 7 shape. It's a fantastic shape for a country. As we said, we're not going to delve on the past, but this is representative of peeling the present back with the rusty, bloody, gnarly country it is, or city as it is, to a bright new future. The bright metal shines as a bright future. And you can't represent it more than take it down, look to the future. Forget that. I'd like one day to come in and pull it off completely, because it's irrelevant. I'm really proud as an artist to be involved with this project. Us in the UK, we would not know too much about what's happening in Mogadishu other than the negatives that you see in the news, you know. So when you start looking into it, and when we got into it was from friends, locally, Somalian people, and then we started as an artist, we started looking at what's happened to a most beautiful city. You know, Somalia was the pearl of Africa once upon a time. And when I started research, I realised a lot of it's bombed. There are some still spots that are fair, but you know, this construction, it depicts pretty much as it is in some of the worst places in Mogadishu. You know, it was a great city with great structure. It's been ruined by war. You know, needless violence in a way. You know, particularly when you see the plight of the children, the women. You know, so many women and all the men have died in wars. I thought, yeah, now's a chance to show a little bit about this. We want to look at a portal to the future. We can only go forward if we get a starting point. Blocks for runners, away we go. I'm looking at this as a starting point. This is not negative, it's a starting point. So I thought it would be great to look through portals of the present into the future. So then what we need to get in Mogadishu is all the basics for human life and for growth and for future and for posterity in place. And this work of art, as I like to call it at the back, it depicts that. It's a cityscape, and there's some structural cranes in there, a little bit of abstract work, but it means something. And as you go through each canvas, which is individual, you'll see various tags, and it's in the Somalian dialect, and I've translated it in English. So when people come along, they look at these translation sheets, and they can see what I feel as an artist, as a human, is needed to move the country forward.